So I'm going to talk to you, I'm Raghava. I'm an artist, and I'm going to talk to you about how I bring art, science, and technology to tell my story. To begin with, I come from this really boring Indian academic family, where basically traditional Indian means existential crisis at every dinner table. One day my dad, literally, I'm 7 years old, my dad literally passes me the dal, and in passing it, he says, "Raghava, who are you?" I said, "What a stupid question, I'm Raghava." Then he said, but I named you. If I change your name, will you change? And I said, "No." Then he said, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm this person in front of you." He said, "Every cell in that person changes. Who are you?" And that evening, we played the whole game, all evening, only to come to the conclusion that everything I was either changing or not me. So we came to the realization is that we all are storytellers. And what my dad told me when I was 7, he's like, "Go live the best story you can tell." And while he tucked me into bed with these wonderful bedtime reading books by Piskinov and Irdov, he also did something really special. He looked at physics very differently. He said, "Look at that graph. While you look at that graph and you see distance versus time and you see velocity and acceleration," he said, "Screw that." I don't think he said screw that when I was young, but he said something like that. He said, "Look at the map, look at the graph, and tell me the story of the graph. Think of the driver. Why did he suddenly speed up? Why did he suddenly stop? Did he see a beautiful girl walk by? Did he almost hit something? Was he drunk? Tell me the story of the graph." And what we forget today is that everything is a story. Even data is nothing but story. So I quit formal education to become a cartoonist and try and understand my life from a perspective of both truth and emotions. So who are the best people to learn from? Children. I started a children's an academy and taught children all over the world. And in exchange, I learned how to be creative like them. Children have a very unique brain. And the funny thing about all of us is if 80% of our brains are visual, why is 80% of knowledge verbal? I wanted to do something about it. So I want to tell you the difference today between verbal and visual knowledge. Unlike words, pictures are multivalent. That means it means different things to different people. And that makes pictures extremely rich. They may not be as efficient, but they're very rich. And if we learn and understand pictures, we can understand who we are better. In my world, in the art world, we look at a visual and we say it's both a window and a mirror. Now, what's a window? You look at a photo and you say, "Oh, sorry, could you go back for me, please?" You say, "That's Neil Armstrong, that's the flag, that's the moon, the eagle." What's in a photo? The truth of a photo. But this is what the photo means to us. It is the emotional component of a photo. It's how we attribute meaning to a photo. And this is the mirror part of a visual. And I've always believed that all of life has to be understood from the silos of art and science. Because only when you look at yourself as a window and a mirror do you really understand the richness of life. So what was really exciting for me was to try in the technology world build a lab that understands visual meaning of photos. So we run a company which specializes in understanding subconscious artificial intelligence of visuals. And in the art world, I wanted to think like a child again and not take myself too seriously. So I want to show you a little project I did, especially for my children in the art world. Can we play the video, please? But, I have a problem with children's books. I think they're full of propaganda. At least an Indian trying to get one of these American books in Park Slope, forget it. It's not the way I was brought up. So I said, I'm going to counter this with my own propaganda. If you notice carefully, it's a homosexual couple bringing up a child. You don't like it? Shake it. And you have a lesbian couple. Shake it, and you have a heterosexual couple. I don't even believe in the concept of an ideal family. I have another idea. It's a children's book about Indian independence, very patriotic. But when you shake it, You get Pakistan's perspective. Shake it again, and you get the British perspective. You know, so I wanted to shake up all knowledge and bring both the window and the mirror into life. So now, I happen to be the father of 4 children. Oh, there they are. Oh, could you go back? 4 children. I couldn't fit the 4th in a selfie, sorry. He's a 7-month baby. And I think about what kind of bubble do I want to bring up my children in? You know, I cannot promise my children a life without bias. We are bloody biased. But I can promise to bias them with as many perspectives as possible. So I'm really excited today at DLD to announce a collaboration with a very unique fund where I'm going to work bringing art, science, and technology together to improve the holistic well-being of 1 billion people in India. So thank you so much, and it's been a pleasure to be here. Thank you.